Okay, this should be far enough. Sorry for making you walk all this way. I am Natlan's current leader, Lord Xbalanque.
Oh? You mean you've never... Wait, really? You're telling me that neither you nor... I see. In that case...
Wow, talk about being overly familiar.
And these two are?
Allow me to introduce the trap...
And there's where you...
I see. Your physical body couldn't be revived, so you had to borrow someone else's.
No need to worry. My existence has not affected this child in any way. I have my own. Alas, this borrowed
Oh, that...
I wish that was the only problem. I also...
Indeed. Still, the great shaman...
Oh, it's him. In any case, you've already touched on the topic. I did indeed strike a deal with the ruler of death. I told her that she assented to my request and became an observer of our tale. Seeing her interest, I also asked that I, as the one who laid the foundation, be granted an opportunity to see the new world with my own eyes, if we actually did manage to triumph in the far future.
So your return is a special favor granted by the ruler of death.
More like a bet I made with her. Even gods have things that pique their interest. I bet correctly on the outcome of this war, so this trip is my
How do you feel about the Natlan of today? Does it meet your expectations?
Oh, I like it a lot. Could you tell me more, by the way? I'd love to know how you managed to win the war.
As you know, ours was an exceedingly grand, long-term plan. I'll skip over the most ancient parts and start with what I know. The battle from 500 years ago. The disaster struck, but even when thrust into battle against the abyss, fate, and the passage of time, our heroes did not give up hope of victory. We each shouldered our heavy duty using the power that you left behind. All the Pyro Archons in the last 500 years have devoted their lives to banishing the abyss, rebuilding our tribes and faith, and uniting the people as one. As for me, I decided to head 500 years into the future, that is, the present, so I might finally bring together our people's resolve, which has stood firm for thousands of years, and fight for our final victory. Of course, I had prepared for the worst. That I would awaken to naught but monsters, corpses, and ruins where our nation once stood. Had that happened, there would have only been one thing left for me to do. Fulfill my final duty as a warrior, and then witness the end of the world helplessly. Still, the outcome proved that our faith was not misplaced. This victory, and the miracle that it created, is the greatest reward for all who gave everything to protect our realm.
Yeah, had anything gone wrong, whether in the past or in the now?
I have always believed you to be shrewd. Surely, such a quality was needed to bargain with the ruler of death, and win so much for us in the process. Natlan was only able to overcome this crisis with your help.
All these millennia later, and the people of Natlan have finally achieved victory over fate. If future generations will call me the one who created the rules and initiated the plan, then you are the one who inherited those rules. The final executor of the plan. The one who created a miracle. Beginnings and endings. Creation and change. Mauvika, you truly are a remarkable leader. It is my honor to have met you.
Please, you're too modest. Rather, it's our honor to welcome you back to this world.
Ah, and that's the perfect segue to something that you should know. You see, you don't have to worry too much about my second life, since I'll only be here for a single day. Like, from sunrise to sunset.
A single day?
What?
That's why I said you won't have to worry too much about the boy this body actually belongs to. I'll be long gone by this time tomorrow. Besides, no one ever said I was actually going to return and stick around for years and years, right? This is just a short little outing back home, so I can see some of my compatriots again. Still, I've got to say, it has not been an easy trip. After being resurrected, I woke up in the home of a normal boy and wanted to take a quick dip to relax, only to have my trouser legs snagged by a fishing line that came out of nowhere. And once I finally made it to shore, I decided to take a stroll and see the sights, only to step into a trap along the way. Beats me who'd put a trap out there, and there wasn't even anybody around to check it. Thankfully, the bottom was pretty soft, so I lay down and took a nap before getting up to continue on my merry way.
This is so embarrassing.
After countless trials and tribulations, I finally managed to sign up for the tournament. But then, I ran into a girl who claimed to be a fitness coach. She insisted that my muscles weren't up to snuff and made me do twice as many warm-up exercises as everyone else. Oof, you guys in the future sure have it rough.
Well then, what's next for you?
Oh, what a great question. I was just about to get to that. You're a pretty considerate gal. So, I do have a small wish that I haven't been able to fulfill. I managed to participate in the pilgrimage, but alas, my potential is restricted by this form. It sure would be nice if I could show everyone what I can actually do.
Why is he stealing glances at us like that?
Well, now that I've said it, care to help an old man out, hero? Ahem. See, I was also quite the formidable warrior in my time. Surely a match for Mauvika. I mean, I was the first Pyro Archon after all. I could shake the cliffs with a single punch, scale mountains with a single leap.
Very formidable indeed. So, you'd like to spar with me?
Yes.
Using your current body? Will he be able to handle it?
Don't worry. I'll find a suitable location for our duel and a way to keep this body safe. The first sun. The ardent sun. This star is a flame burning with a passion that will consume all. From the moment I first saw you, I knew you to be a true warrior, just like me. Surely you shall not refuse me this battle, O inheritor of my ancient name, the burning sun, Kiongozi Mauvika.
I accept.
Brilliant. In that case, let us free ourselves from mortal shape. Let the ancient souls guide you to the true arena of duels.
What is this place?
Is this a temple of the spirit?
This is the land of the sun, created by my soul. Only the sun and those blessed by it can survive here. Me, you, and you. The sun, the other sun, Blessed One 1, and Blessed One 2.
We've been blessed by the sun?
The sun will remember the most virtuous stars. You are hope itself, the most radiant, most important friends we could have. We have invited you here, so you may witness the clash of suns.
I see. We've manifested in an almost fully spiritual, consciousness-like form, removing the limits of our flesh.
That's right. As I said, I knew you to be a born warrior the moment I laid eyes on you. But there are two forms of human strength, that of the body and of the spirit. The great Xbalanque, impressed upon a child's body, found less than a third of his original strength available to him. In that form, I'd lost my strength of body. But here, we meet as our true spiritual selves. In this place, even a child may shake heaven and earth due to the great soul within. What makes a true hero? Someone strong of body, or strong of mind, or must one be strong in both to surpass human limits? Which of these are you, Mauvika?
Well said, Xbalanque. Let us prove our mastery of both strengths through this battle. To Natlan, to each other, and to the rest of the world. You and I both know we'll never meet a better matched opponent.
Indeed, that's exactly what I've always wanted. As a citizen of Natlan, as the Pyro Archon, as an opponent from across the millennia, and a friend whom you never had the chance to meet. Let us have a fair and honorable duel.
Our fight will end when the flame is extinguished.
Fine. You ready?
No. In war, there's no time for that.
The fire's out. Let's stop here.
It was a great fight.
That was an exhilarating battle, Mauvika. Looks like this old man's still got some fuel left in the tank after all.
You jest, Lord Xbalanque. Your spirit is as strong and youthful as ever.
Come now. Can't you tell I was making excuses for coming up just a hair short? Not by much, just the slimmest of margins. Yet still, you actually won. I've always seen myself as the strongest warrior, but it would seem that the inheritance of ancient names has proven its worth after all. I bear the name Kyongozi, the leader of our people. After countless generations, this name came to you, and you used the power it accumulated over the years to defeat everything in your path. This battle has been most meaningful. Beyond the facts of victory and defeat, I've also learned a lot about you. Take, for example, your strength. It is at once ruthless and gentle, both tenacious and sharp. You neither overwhelm your opponent with sheer power, nor defy them with only your strength of will. You possess a great understanding of your own might, and will convert all of it into fuel, so you may climb to even greater heights. It is thanks to heroes like you that this war was won. I'd have never been able to return to the mortal realm otherwise. Your victory granted me this chance at a second life. Even if it is just for one day, the sun has risen again to drive away the darkness. Even the darkness of death that once enveloped me has been dispersed by your flames. Mauvika, you are the newborn sun, greater and more radiant. Allow me to give you a present to celebrate your victory.
Ooh, there's a prize too? Paimon wants to know what it is! Coming from you, it must be super awesome.
My journey is complete, and I have no more need for my remaining time. Mauvika, I would like to give you all my remaining life force, which I obtained from the ruler of death. Use it to awaken those you wish to see the most. Surely there must be at least one person that you'd like to meet.
What? So it's a blank check to bring anyone back for a time?
Though Natlan possesses incredibly unique ley lines, it is still extremely difficult to meet the dead outside of the Night Kingdom. Now, take it. Though we both became pyro-archons in life, we were still born into this world as ordinary humans. There's no need to hesitate. Just do what you think is best.
Thank you for the offer, but I don't think I'll be needing it.
Huh?
The past lives on in my memories, and will always remain my treasure. Meeting someone we can no longer see again will only lead to more longing. Rather than cling to the past, we should enshrine it in memory. Ever loved and never forgotten.
Mauvika?
They were right. That's exactly the sort of person you are.
They?
Your parents, sister, comrades, and friends. Those who walked with you, and those who left you behind. Those who crossed blades with you, and those who prayed for your safe return. Each and every one. Mauvika, has one granted the special privilege to return, I can sense them calling for you, and watching over you from within the distant winds. Dear Mauvika, our esteemed Archon, leader of our people, how have you been doing? We all miss you so. There are so many things we want to say to you, but if we really were to say them, they'd just be those simple, heartfelt words. The war is over, Mauvika. All our efforts had meaning, and all our struggles bore fruit. This is the fairest and most precious thing in the entire world. May you be happy in this era of peace. May you eat well, sleep well, always be full of energy, and never forget that we will always love you.
These are all words spoken by the people from the past. Their voices are echoing through this temple of souls.
Thank you. Those who have gone before will never forget you, even as you keep all their names deep within your heart.
Mauvika, my dear child, though we have ascended to Archonhood, never forget that we are still human. Live as you please, in this age of peace you forged with your own 2 hands.
Why so formal all of a sudden? Seriously.
Huh? Mauvika, where are you going?
Ho, leaving already? Now you're the one acting all impatient.
Since we're done with all the serious stuff, it's time to follow me. Xbalanque. Doubt you've ever ridden a flame strider in your current body, right?
Never even heard of such a thing, to be honest.
Ooh, are you gonna take him out for a ride?
You're coming too. Come on, it's time for us to live as we please. Helmets on, sit tight, and don't fall.
Is this a board you can use to ride on the water? And you can stick it to the back of vehicle. Playing with this stuff is part of everyday life then?
Yeah, we're living good!
I wonder if I would have ever become Pyro Archon if we had had these gadgets around back then. I might have had a bit too much fun with them.
What? That would be terrible!
Agreed. Good thing they were only invented after I died, huh?
Looks like I really am better after all, for becoming Pyro Archon even with all this temptation around.
Point Mauvika!
The hands of our friends, the Children of Echoes, are as skilled as ever. They were already famed in your era, right? This bike was built by their most talented artisan in this age. Speaking of which, we just passed them by.
Sweet! Is that Aaj Hoga? Sure brings back memories.
Oh yeah, that was built in your time, right?
It's long become a landmark. Very popular with tourists, so I hear. They think it's a lovely place.
Is that so? So that's how you all see it.
I think so too! It's especially stunning if you look at it from a spirit way.
The stories of the past become things people aspire to in the future. It's just like what they say. The apex reached by those who came before will become the everyday goals of those who come after. Everything is constantly changing for the better.
That's good. That's how it should be. I'll bring those words back to the Night Kingdom and share them with everyone there. Precisely. And so it is for every tribe. No matter how many years have passed, for the people who live here, some things will never change.
Well, you're the one most qualified to say something like that. So, what do you think? Satisfied with what you saw?
Very much so. Speeding across the water, the warm breeze against my face, it makes me very happy. I really do adore this world, just like a plant adores the sun.
Rev the engines!
Thank you, Mauvika. This has been a wonderful trip.
Lovely things are meant to be shared after all. It's the least we could do for our friend.
I'll admit, I didn't expect people several thousand years in the future to see me as a friend. Not that I'm complaining. This old man's had a great day today. Thank you, dear friends. I can still remember how nervous you looked when you saw me for the first time, Mauvika. I'll cherish that memory.
Oh, is it almost time?
Yes, it is.
Thank you for coming back to see us. This meeting means a lot to me as well.
Well, time to go. Don't forget to lead a happy life.
Aw, already? Paimon's gonna miss you. See you later, Xbalanque. He closed his eyes. Did he fall asleep?
I can no longer sense Xbalanque's soul. Well, it's gotten quite late, hasn't it? Thank you for accompanying me this whole time. Yes. After the end of the pilgrimage, we hold a banquet to congratulate the champion of the tournament. There will be good food and plenty of it. You guys are gonna love it. Mao Sao should be there too. I'll bring him over.
Do you think there'll still be any food left over for us? It's kinda late and all.
I'm sure the feast has already started, but don't worry. I'm sure Yansan will save some for us. She's very reliable. Leaving the tournament planning to her was a smart move.
So she probably figured that we'd be gone a long time.
Yeah, I told her as much too. Seems like they've prepared the thing.
What thing?
See that row of braziers over there?
Oh, so that's what they are. They haven't been lit, so Paimon totally thought they were something else.
Here, watch this.
Whoa, they're beautiful!
This particular kind of brazier is called a signal flame and is reserved for those coming back late at night. The others set up an entire path using these signal flames to await our return. Those returning to the tribes must light them with their own hands. The flames will illuminate the path ahead and show the tribe that the person has made it back. Even if you're surrounded by darkness, never forget, your friends wait for you in the distant light. Remember that feeling when the exhaustion of your journey creeps up on you.
Archon! Traveler! Paimon! You were really gone a long time. We've already started grilling the meat.
We had a long talk with Lord Xbalanque. It was pretty time-consuming. More than well. Xbalanque, he's a very good man. He far surpassed even my expectations.
So the only reason Lord Xbalanque didn't win the tournament is because he was limited by the physical body he was in.
That's right, but don't feel disappointed on his behalf. He himself was not upset about that turn of events. He had many revelations during this journey, and as he said, strength of mind is as important as the strength of the body. He realized that after failing to make it to the final 32.
No matter how many times Paimon hears it, it's still so funny to think that Xbalanque didn't even make it that far.
Strong in both body and mind. Huh.
I'd say our champion Knight fits the bill. Don't you think?
Indeed. Everyone, let's raise our cups. Let's celebrate our champion! Knight, you've proven yourself a true warrior and athlete. Congratulations on your triumph in the pilgrimage. A toast to our champion!
Cheers!
Hey, look! The kid's awake.
Huh? Where am I?
Hello, Mausau. You're awake. This is the celebration feast for the pilgrimage of the return of the sacred flame. You participated in the tournament too.
Huh? Me?
It's so long, even my lowly servant couldn't manage to give a simple summary. Ha!
I see. I remember Lord Xbalanque, our Archon, Mauvika, and the pilgrimage. I feel like I dreamed a very long dream. I was super strong in that dream, too. I could jump up onto the roof with one leap, and I could climb, fly, and glide. I'm filled with power from head to toe. I want to feel like this next time, too.
Then go and train hard, then come back next year and show us what you've got. Yeah, as long as you put in the work, you'll do great. I know it. That's how it is for all of us.
Yes. You'll turn out to be a truly beautiful vegetable. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, I will. Oh, but the pilgrimage was only half of the dream. I think after that, I somehow got into a fight.
Really? Against who?
I think it was our Archon.
That wasn't a dream either. I did have a duel with Xbalanque.
Huh?
I was hoping to save this until later, but since we're already on this topic, I've got another piece of good news to share. Namely, that we crowned another champion today. Lord Xbalanque and I engaged in an all-out duel, as worthy rivals from across the millennia. In the end, I won by the slimmest of margins, defeating our legendary hero.
Wow!
This is no lie, and I have our best friend here to back me up. You were the arbiter for our duel, yes?
Yeah! Amazing! What an achievement!
Come on, everyone, let's have another toast. For our...
Very well. Acknowledge my victory, recognize my valor, and drink this wine of victory for me.
Woohoo! Yeah!
It has been a super long and exciting day, yeah?
Yeah, it's been quite some time since I've done so much in a day. Or felt that it's gone on for so long. Of course.
Oh, right. Mauvika, the traveler said there was something to ask you.
No. In battle, there's no time for that, so it never crossed my mind. The night is still young. Cheers.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today.
I'd have lost myself long ago if I allowed myself. Be led by the whispers of the abyss. Surviving is tough.
Can we, talk this one out?
Let's finish this fast.
Take me up! Open fire! Locked on!
Good show.
Open fire! Open fire!
Dividing the loot is often a cause of conflict, but luckily for you, I don't really need this stuff. So